Right now, boys, I know I'm not known to be the Eldlich player on this channel, but I have a little bit of a story for you. I am currently in the process of attempting to play TCG in real life, as in go to my locals. I finally found, after a long time of searching, because there's just nowhere does locals where I live. After searching, I was able to find a place 30 minutes away from me that does locals, I believe, every Monday, and I am gearing up to head to those locals. And of the packs that I have opened, I got this bad boy, Eldlich, the Golden Lord. And between the cards that I own and the cards I have to go get for this following deck list that I will be providing for you, it only cost me like $110. So compared to everything else in the metagame in TCG, I was like, I will take that. So in the meantime, I figured I would do practice duels and master duel, because all of the cards minus one card, which I'll bring up later, are in master duel, and I can practice the deck now while I wait for the deck to arrive to me in the mail. And this is just a different way to play the Eldlich deck without necessarily flipping up Imperial Order or Skill Drain or anything like that. This is a separate way, similar play style, but with a little bit more comboing going into it. So if you're not really a fan of Eldlich and you have never liked the play style of Eldlich, maybe check this out. This might be more in line of what you like, because this is more the type of zombie deck I would prefer playing over just, you know, flip skill drain, win the game type of scenario. Let's get into it. Of course, the big boy himself, Eldlich the Golden Lord. I'm playing 3. You can play 2. This deck is, again, going based off the TCG deck I'm doing, so there are a couple of budget options. I'll bring them up when I talk about them, and I can tell you what you can replace or whatnot. You can play 2 if you want to play 2. I play 3 in this version because he is very important for the removal. You guys know what he does at this point. You can send him plus another spell trap from your hand to the grave, send a card on the field to the graveyard. You can also banish, summon him back from the graveyard by sending away one of your traps to the grave. So he is our first ace monster in the deck. Nothing new. But what is new is Doom King Baildrock. Bale? I don't know. This guy is amazing, and he is the true boss monster of this deck. This guy reads during the standby phase. If there's a face-up field spell and this card is in your graveyard, you can special summon this card in defense mode. So he himself special summons himself even on your opponent's turn, your turn, doesn't matter, every single turn if he's in the grave, as long as you have that face-up field spell. Once per chain, when a zombie monster accepts his own, activates its effects, you can quick effect apply one of the following effects. Negate that effect or banish one monster in the field. That does not target the banish itself. So every single time a zombie effect goes off, you can choose one of these 2 effects, and you can use each effect once per turn. So once per turn you can negate an effect, and once per turn you can banish a monster from the field or graveyard non-targetedly. So that is an extremely powerful effect whenever a zombie monster is on the board, and the best way to get that zombie monster on the board, or using those zombie effects on the board, is Zombie World. Zombie World makes all monsters in the field and in the graveyard become zombies, which is really strong when you want your effects to constantly be going off, turning your opponent's effects into zombies, turning all your effects into zombie effects, which they already are, but just in case, if you have something else randomly in your deck, boom, we play 3 of the Zombie World in order to initiate that. Now, how do we easily get the Zombie World onto the board other than hard drawing it? That's where the Necro World Banshee comes in. I play this at 2. You're more than welcome to play this at 3 if you want. Her effect, if his Zombie World is in the field zone, it cannot be destroyed by card effect, the Zombie World itself. Also, neither player can target it with card effects. Quick effect, you can banish this card from your hand or graveyard and activate Zombie World directly from your hand or deck onto the board once per turn. Very powerful effect to get your Zombie World turboing, and there's actually other combos you can do with it later down the road as well. Now, in terms of getting Necro World, Banshee to the grave, or any of these cards to the graves, there's a couple of support zombie cards that we'll go over. Glow Up Bloom is very, very strong. Glow Up Bloom, when it's sent to the graveyard, you can banish it to add a level 5 or higher zombie monster from your deck to your hand. And if you have Zombie World on the field, you can just summon that monster instead. So you can summon Eldlich, you can summon the Doom King, you can summon whatever gets sent away. Also, it's a tuner, so we have tuning plays available with the tuning package there. Also, our other tuner, Una Zombie, is really, really strong. You can discard a card to change its or increase a level by a card by 1, or you could send a card from your deck to the graveyard and increase a card's level by 1. Which, of course, because we have so many cards that activate in the graveyard, so many monsters that activate in the graveyard, you know, sending from your deck to the grave is a very powerful effect. To initiate both these tuners, we also have Shiranui Solitaire. Shiranui Solitaire, you contribute any zombie monster, including himself, to summon a zombie tuner with 0 defense. That's how he has other effects as well, but they're all pretty much irrelevant. We're just literally using him as a zombie searcher. This one card starts your entire combo, pretty much. Added benefit, Mizuki. You can banish this card from your graveyard, target one zombie in your graveyard, special summon it. So any zombie can just be special summoned if this guy is in your graveyard, and you can use it the turn that it gets sent there. Now, to facilitate these plays, we also have Foolish Burial, which is very strong. It's at 1. For obvious reasons, any monster you send to the graveyard can pretty much be used right away in this deck. So very, very good one of card if you have it. We, of course, play the typical Eldlich packages. If you're not used to them, we'll kind of quickly go over them. The Eldlich traps and spells, when they're in your graveyard, except the turn that you use them, you can banish them to add the other type of cards. So there's going to be golden land cards and Elixir cards. And what you have to know is when these cards get banished, if you banish an Elixir, you can set a golden land. If you banish a golden land, you can set an Elixir. That's just the basics of Eldlich. If you watched Kamel's video, he goes over that very well. And that's just the general gist of it. We play 2 of the Black Awakening, which lets you special summon a zombie monster from your hand or deck. But if you have no Eldlich Golden Lord, you have to summon Eldlich the Golden Lord. But after you do so, you can summon anything, including the Doom King, if you want to do that. We play the Cursed Eld Land, which you can pay 800 life points to add those Eldlich cards to your hand once per turn. And then if it leaves the spell trap zone, you can send one Eldlich monster or the Golden Land spell traps to your graveyard, which lets you potentially get a search if you didn't actually use their effects that turn. We have the Elixir of White Destiny, which lets you summon a zombie monster from your hand or graveyard. But again, if you have no Eldlich, you have to summon Eldlich first in order to do that. We have the Elixir of Scarlet Sanguine, which lets you summon a zombie from your deck or graveyard. But if you don't have Eldlich, you must summon the Eldlich first. We have the Golden Land Forever, which is a counter trap. If a spell trap or monster effect is activated while you control Eldlich, tribute a zombie, and you can negate the activation. This one does not banish itself to search for anything because it is a counter trap. I have the Guardian of the Golden Land in here. This one is a little weird when you summon him. If you have an Eldlich on the board, you can make a monster attack become 0. I'm probably going to take this out in the future and put another monster in here. I haven't really found much use from this guy. I guess he's just a budget option. These are way more better, though. The Golden Land, Hikiro, I don't know how to say it. I'm sorry. I'm going to butcher these names. If you have a Golden Lord, when this card's summoned, it's a trap when it summons itself. You can immediately, on resolution, non-targetedly banish a card in the graveyard. So before the chain link is over, you banish a card. Same with Conquistador, but this one lets you pop a face-up card on the board. Non-targeting pop, extremely, extremely powerful. On from the specific Eldlich spell traps, there are other spell traps, if you've noticed, in this deck. I have the beautiful, beautiful Super Polymerization. Super Polymerization, you discard a card, and you go into one of your fusions. It cannot be responded to, which is an extremely powerful effect. Now, there are 2 fusions that this deck primarily plays. We have Eldlich, the Mad Golden Lord, over here. and he requires an Eldlich monster plus a level 5 or higher zombie monster. So if your opponent has a level 5 or higher monster, not a Exceed monster, not a Link monster, has to be a level. So Synchro Fusion, Synchro Fusion effect monster, level 5 or higher, you can use it on this. And this is basically an Eldlich Golden Lord who's just always 3,800 attack points. He has an effect where you contribute a zombie to take one of your opponent's face-up monsters. You can't attack with it, you can't use it with anything, you can just basically link it off or something like that. That one's not so relevant. What's more relevant is he cannot be destroyed by card effects or battle, and he's permanently 38, making him a very beefy boy. And then there's also the Dragon Necro Nether Soul, which is just 2 zombies, so you would just use this instead. If your opponent doesn't have that level 5, Zombie World turns everything into zombies, so you can still remove the problematic monster on your opponent's side of the board. And then basically when this card swings on a monster, it doesn't destroy it, but it does reduce its attack to 0, and then you get a token that has that monster's attack points, so giving you some more plays. But again, mostly the Super Poly is there to clear the board, and then sometimes Eldlich, the Mad Golden Lord, just wins matchups because he can't be destroyed by himself. Next, I have one Called by the Grave. I only have one because in TCG, they only play one. You could easily play 2 in Master Duel if you prefer. That is completely up to you. I am personally playing 3 Solemn Strikes. This is where you would put your skill drains. I don't like skill drain in this deck because you can't activate your Doom King's effects. And I'm pretty sure, at least in TCG, skill drain isn't that great. Obviously, in Master Duel, it's a different story. Skill drain is completely different. It's really good. I would personally recommend, at the very least, playing like a Solemn Judgment or something. These are basically just 3 free slots where you can play any staple card that you want to play. I don't like those types of floodgates because they lock down my own effects. Like even like things like Imperial Order, I play a lot more spells in this variant, so I wouldn't want to even play that necessarily. So keep that in mind when you are considering what to play here. I went for Solemn Strikes because I have them in real life, but you can easily do Judgment or whatever you want. You can do Hand Traps here if you want. Go buck wild. It doesn't really matter. And then lastly, for spell traps, we have Rivalry of the Warlords. Each player can only control one type of monster. This is the common Zombie World cheese, if you will, where Zombie World's on the board. The moment your opponent summons any monster, it becomes a zombie. You flip up this card. They can only control zombies, and the zombies are going to be your opponent's monsters on the field and in their graveyard. Everything else is their original type. Thus, they can't summon it or use it for anything. This combo alone, if you're able to get Zombie World plus this card, is an extremely powerful lockdown mechanic, especially if you're able to set up the counter trap with Eldlich so they can't like Harpy's Feather Duster you very easily. Most decks will just immediately fold to this. This is really the only real floodgate that you play, and it is extremely powerful. And Zombie World's technically a floodgate as well. Turning things into zombies can cuck a lot of strategies. For example, Tri-Brigades, they need to banish Beast Warriors, stuff like that to actually use their effects. So if everything turns to zombies, they do get floodgated. But the combination of this and Zombie Worlds where the true floodgate comes in with this Eldlich deck. Now, the extra deck itself, I'll kind of go in order of cards that I summoned a lot when I was actually playing the deck. So, of course, we have the fusions. Beyond the fusions, though, Pallades is an amazing monster. He requires 2 level 5 lights. Those are your trap monsters. Quick effect, he bounces a card from the field back to the hand. So any card in the field, you just bounce it. Extremely powerful effect in Yu-Gi-Oh! In general. The Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Gustav Max and the Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Juggernaut Leb, the common combo with Eldlich. You go in with a Super Dreadnought, you do 2,000 damage, attach Eldlich. Eldlich can send away Zombie World, so you can then go into your Super Dreadnought, because you do have to use a machine Exceed monster, so if Zombie World is up, you do have to send it away first, and then you can go into this big boy. Very, very, very powerful effect. Link Karibo can be used just with level 1 monsters like Glow Up Bloom to continue your plays as an extender. I actually just recently added this card to the deck, so I actually don't have this card in real life, but We'll get it eventually. Super lucky with the Vampire Sucker. This is actually the most used card I ended up doing. Royal Finish. Let's go. Whenever a zombie-type monster is summoned from the grave, you get to just draw a card once per turn. So obviously all your zombies are summoning from the grave. When Zombie World's up, you know, anything gets summoned from your opponent's grave, you get to draw. And the combo is basically whenever you get a draw because of Vampire Sucker, because Zombie World's up, you get the Doom King Banish combo as well. Because he comes back in the standby phase, he can just be one of the link materials to summon Vampire Sucker, and then you just get to infinitely use him as resource to get her effect popping every single turn and just keep banishing your opponent's monsters. Anaconda, of course, to use the super polymerization in your deck if you need access to it ASAP. Just make sure you're not locked by any other effects before using it. Unicorns in here just because I have a unicorn in real life alternate art, so I wanted to use it, so I included it in the list. Yugioh, the absolute zero Mayakashi, extremely cool zombie type thing. 2 zombie monsters, a link 4 monster, and then basically if a monster is special summoned from the grave or a monster effect is activated in the grave, twice per turn, you can change a monster face up in the field to 0 attack, and it negates its effects. Extremely powerful, extremely costly ace monster, but again, this deck is it's very easy to sustain said monsters. If you find yourself with Doom King, double Doom King, there's a rank 8 Exceed, Din Girsu, the Orchist of the Evening Star. It just immediately sends a card to the grave on summon. Very powerful effect if you're in that situation. Abyss Dweller, if you have your level 4s, you can actually shut down the graveyard completely from your opponent, not letting them activate anything in the graveyard. If you happen to get into your level 4 monsters and you're able to exceed with them, you can go for that. We have the Geo Math Mech Final Sigma. This guy just does double damage. I honestly didn't really use this guy too much, but people told me it's really good, so I decided to go because I found a cheap copy of it to get it. Don't feel pressured to get this at all. There's really no need. Frame Lord Omega, you can technically make Frame Lord Omega since the Unazombie can change its levels constantly, and I did use it from time to time, but again, it's not very common that you use it, so don't feel pressured to use that. Red Eyes Zombie Necro Dragon, very powerful, gains 100 for each zombie in the field and in the graveyards, which Zombie World gives you a bunch of them. And then if you destroy a zombie, which again is all of them, you can special summon a zombie monster from either graveyard to your field. Very, very strong for a level 7 if you don't want to upgrade the Unazombie from there. And that is pretty much it. I'm going to have some clips playing from a stream. You could always come check it out. DLE Yugioh, twitch.tv. DLE Yugioh if you want to watch me play these decks live. This is a different way to play Eldlich. If you're not a huge fan of trap-heavy version of Eldlich, I highly recommend playing Zombie World version. It is very flexible in what you can actually build, and if you ever decide to take it in real life, it's actually relatively cheap, so that's pretty cool. Enjoy the clips. I'll see you guys till next time. Easy. All right. Oh damn, we just straight up win here, by the way. Holy fuck. This guy's gonna have to open very well to beat us, just saying. Summoner. Tributor. We can actually Foolish here for the Zombino world, too. Let's go. Just casually open full combo on this. See, this is how the deck is supposed to function. That Blue Eyes deck, if this is what he went up against, bro, the Blue Eyes deck would have just been like, what the fuck? What do I even do? What the? Oh my lord. Oh my lord, some. Oh my lord. It doesn't really matter what we send to the grave now. I guess another Eldlich. And then let's go into our sucker. Using you and you. And then this is just Eldlich activating here. Okay. Nice level 14 synchro. Yeah. For real, for real. Activate Doom King. Absolutely, brother. This combo's pretty cool. You get Doom King. You get a draw. If your opponent had anything, you could banish a monster. Pretty fucking cool. Another zombie world. You love to see it. He summons his Sag with eyes of bleh. Why is gold full of blue eyes all of a sudden? It didn't used to be this way. We'll let him add whatever. We're going to activate Rivalry. He can only summon zombie monsters now. That's it. So. You can't summon anything. He can't, even if he sends a stone, he can't summon Spirit Dragon. Can't do nothing. We are big chill. He can only summon zombies, and I'm gonna go ahead and say he's not playing zombies. Yeah. They also turn to zombies when they go in the grave, too, so that's pretty funny. He's like struggling right now. He's like, what can I summon? What can I summon? You need Twin Twister, bro. No one plays Twin Twister on the ladder. Actually, you know what the best Eldlich counter is? Fucking evenly matched. I ran into that shit in silver of all things. Holy shit. It is so bad. So bad as in it's really good against Eldlich. Like, I was clapped, dude. I was like, damn. That's that. He's now realizing he can't summon anything, and now he's gonna scoop. I played 3 in Prank Kids turn 1. What's he going for? I don't even know. He's adding back Spirit? Okay. He's like, what? Why can't I summon anything? No! Oh, man. All right, there he goes. It's a nice, cheap staple. Yeah, $3 from the Battle Pack Epic Dawn. So the maximum goal, yeah, and maximum goal is also $3. So, nice little cheap staple. All right, what's our hand look like? Our hand's okay. What is this? Evil Swarm Thunderbird. When a card or effect is activated, you can banish the card you control during the next standby, return it. It gains 300. Okay, with 2 set cards. Interesting. Don't know what his plan is, but it is spooky. I will go on record and say I am spooked. All right. Get rid of the Solitaire. Go ahead and summon our shit. Maybe. Golden Rye, yeah. Rye of the Golden Lands. Do you know of Rye of the Golden Lands? Not a tale one would tell you, unfortunately. That's actually good defense. I am spooked. Go ahead, target, increase our level, dump a card. Play Elden Ring? I already did. Fun game. Good game. Probably game of the year. I don't really know what else can really beat it. I ain't ever see so many people come at that game. Then again, it is early in the year, so maybe with Game of the Year, usually people have like recency bias, like something hardcore, you know. I can set either the Eldlich or I can set the Babadorky. But the Babadorky, if I send him, I can actually get the Babadork or the Eldlich. I can get the Babadork later, so I think that's better overall. Also, super polymerization is a thing that I think I will potentially use. So let's go ahead and set this. Activate this. Send you away. Yeah, I think I'm gonna save the Solemn Strike. Well, I could also set the Solemn Strike and actually send this away because I'll have an elixir from the Uquero. Waquero. Golden Rye. Yeah, this is super poly variant. Called by the Grave. Ooh. You naughty little girl, you. Okay. Okay, okay. All right, I changed my mind. All right. Let us just commence to set. And we ended. We ended on that. Let's set up. We'll set this one up. Well, actually, oh no, it's too late. Okay, whatever. We'll just set this one up just in case. Are Drytrons dry? Probably. If I had to guess, so yeah. I wonder if his archetype gets cucked by zombies. Some archetypes just fold to zombie world. Not a whole lot, but some do. Some do. You know? Ooh, the Harpy's Feather Duster. Nice. Okay. All right, here we go. Now the real game starts. We're going to get 1 and 2 because we set this instead next turn. Yeah, Zombie World and Rivalry is pretty OP. And then when you get like the Eldritch counter trap in case you go up against people who use anti-back row, pretty good. All right, I can't use Eldritch's or Eldritch the Golden Lord's effects, but I can still summon him. Raigeki as well. What the hell? Bro, what the? You just open all the one-ofs. Wetrons, what the? Just a bunch of Evil Swarm? All right. He went all in for a little over 3k damage. Cool. Cool, cool. We're going to be able to add cards to the field next turn. Oh, he's going for it. Evil Sworn Opian. Isn't this a card everybody wants? Well, this card is XC material. Level 5 or higher monsters cannot be special summoned. Once per turn, detach a material from this card. Add an infestation spell trap from your deck to your hand. Okay. There you go. There you go. Infestation, pandemic, all face up L swarm monster control unaffected by other spell trap effects this turn. That's fine. That is a-okay. Oh shit, glow up bloom. Hog? That might actually be super useful here. For reasons we will get into very soon. Just book it. Does the level 5 or higher restriction affect my my trap monsters too? Aren't they level 5? They're level 5 or higher, right? I actually don't know. Dun, 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 dun. Let us set up you. It does say special summon this card as a normal monster level 5. So actually I do think that's what happens. I am pretty sure. This wants me to summon my fucking glow up bloom. Oh god. Glow up bloom plus 1,000 attack. Not worth it, my good sir. We gotta wait until we get our low levels. I think we can stall with this guy, honestly. I think I'm gonna chill. It's my favorite card rarity. I mean, the royal finish, right? That's the best one. Unless you mean in real life, then I don't know. Like I like the gold, but the gold isn't like crazy. I guess ghost rare is like super cool. I never see ghost rare cards in real life. So I guess that's pretty fucking rad. All right, I'll eat 25. Let's go. You know what would be an amazing top, actually? Fucking... a zombie world. Actually. Zombie world, here we go. Oh my god, every time, baby. Every time, baby. What the hell? Anti-spell fragrance. Cringe. Alright. Let's go for a summoner. Let's go for a Eldlich. Eld shits, am I right? Okay. Special summoner, yes sir. Special summoner indeed. Let's go for a Eldlich the Golden Lord. Activator. Send. Hoagies. Not a tournament? Not today. Give my guy some time. He's thinking. I don't really play spell traps, so I don't really care about anti-spell fragrance. It's just super poly. And unless he's playing a level 5 or higher monster, which ranks are not levels, it's not like I can really use super poly. It's just fodder for me. All right. Time for huge plays, boys. We're sucking off our opponent with our royal finish. Vampire Sucker. Don't tell Mango. He'll be jealous. Oh, can I not even play Zombie World from... with this? Does this not just... You can banish this card, activate one Zombie World. Does this actually stop my Zombie World? What? Nani? Well, I wasn't expecting that, I'll be honest. That's a weird little interaction. Both players must set spell traps for activating them. I guess because it says the word activate specifically. That it's like that. That's weird, I don't like that. Anyway, doesn't matter though, we swinging. That's fine, we'll just destroy it. No problem. That's fine, we'll just destroy it. No problem. Set. Summon Eldlich next turn, and we chill. You have a Royal Finish Max C? That's a good one. Eldlich is its own, and is its own out. Yeah, pretty much. It's hard to floodgate a deck like Eldlich because of Eldlich's actual effect, you know? I just have to draw any other zombie, and we're chilling. It's really hard to floodgate the deck. Like, that anti-spell fragrance doesn't do anything for him. Unless he has more anti-spell fragrances. He could have multiple. That always could be a thing. Royal Pot of Desires, limit 1, by the way. It's going to be so weird playing in the TCG chat. They have Desires at 1. They don't have Max C. They have Dragoon free, even though it's probably not that played a lot, I guess. Whatever. Like, it's just going to be a different, weird experience. Have I touched grass today? Bro, I'm a Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist. Do you think I touch grass ever? Cute. Vampire Sucker. Give me the sucker. I dueled a whale. Their deck was so blinding, I didn't realize I clicked surrender. Oh, fuck. Activator. Anyway, I started blasting with my zombie world. This is after I got fucking Harpy's Feather dusted, by the way. Max C should stay banned? Nah. That's cap, brother. All right, let's go for another send-off.
Wow, monkey.
We'll send away this. Why not? What is this? What in the hell? You guys think he has anything left, or is he gassed? Gas, gas, gas. Like, he's done, right? Oh, he's done. He done. Give him the suck. Oh, it looks like you found the secret ending to this video. Oh my god. I very wanted to quickly say, first of all, thank you all so much for the support. I am building the TCG deck through basically supporter funds. So if you'd like to see real life Yu-Gi-Oh, me play real life Yu-Gi-Oh, go to locals, do vlogs, you know, duel people in real life, talk to people in real life and stuff about Yu-Gi-Oh, definitely check out the donation link that is in the description. All donations between now and March 9th, I believe, which is YCS Charlotte, all donations will be going towards building these decks. Basically, I'm not going to use it for anything else. I'm just going to use it purely for building these decks. Whatever you guys give me is I'm going to continue building decks to play in real life. So, you know, dinos, prank kids, you know, maybe even the adventure engine, I'm not sure. TCG is very expensive, so I'm setting a separate fund for that. Don't feel pressure to. If you can't donate, that's okay. You don't have to. It's only if you want to see that type of content and you want to help accelerate me to get to that content. Let's just buy cardboard together, basically, is what I'm trying to get at. Thank you guys for the support. Till next time, I love you so much. Take it easy.